Yeah, I mean, we know what's at stake. There is a big game for the club, big game for us. Yeah, I mean, looking at Galaxy is a revamped team. They got a few new additions that's kind of changed their whole dynamic of their team, and we got to be up for the test. It's going to be a big test, but I just see it in training. Everyone's ready, everyone's focused, dialed in, and we're ready for Thursday.
The changes they've made that you talked about, primarily in the midfield where you
Right.
play. So, is there, I don't want to say pressure, but it's a different game for you than the three previous games with the Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, well, for starters, I mean, this game, all those other games don't matter at this point. This is a new game. It's a final. But yeah, to highlight their midfield, I mean, yeah, the two new additions have really changed the game for them. And I think it's important for us, especially the midfield. Midfield wins games. And so I think it's important to win that battle. And if we win that battle, I think we could have a positive result.
The, the Supporter Shield you won, obviously best team during the regular season. Does that carry over confidence-wise, playing style-wise, or is that gone now and this is a brand new tournament?
No, it's a brand new tournament. Like I said, had to put that behind us. That was one tournament. Now it's the playoffs. I mean, each game is a final, and I mean, Support Shield is great and all, but I think we put that behind us, and Thursday is another start to our journey and lifting the cup.
Thank you.
Steve talked about managing emotions. As a player, what does that mean for you when a coach is talking about managing emotions?
Yeah, I mean, the game is going to be chippy. It's a rivalry. It's a game with a lot at stake. And, I mean, there's going to be some plays where aren't going to go our way. It's about, managing our attitude, managing kind of everything. I think Steve really highlights is the next play. Sometimes that play doesn't go our way, but it's how we grow from that, how we build from that. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be obstacles, but we have to adapt and conquer. And I think just the resilience of the group. I think we've been punching the teeth a lot of times this year, but I think we've done a great job just bouncing back. And Thursday is going to be a roller coaster. I mean, hopefully, have more positives than lows, but that's what the game brings. But we have to just be ready for it mentally and physically.
And just as a desire to win and compete, do you have to guard against trying to do too much out there? Is that as well sort of managing emotions, or is that not something you consider?
No, I mean, I think as players, we live for the big games, and Thursday is another test for us to go in the right direction. And so for us, it's more excitement. It's not really nervousness. It's more of, we're excited to go out there and prove that we belong here in the postseason. We belong even past this game. So I think you got to take each game for what it is: a final, a competitive game, a rivalry game, and yeah, I think we just put our best foot forward and pay attention to the little details and yeah, and just be clinical in front of goal and sound defensively, and I think we'll get a positive result.
And last one for me, Chicharito, after they won on Saturday, talked about how fun it was. He was asked about the experience, and he described it as fun. Is that something you can relate to, these big moments? Is this fun for you as well, or is it more serious? How would you say you feel about it?
No, a combination of both. I think it's serious in a sense, but we're having fun out there. We're playing a child's game for a living. And so, like I said before, as players, we live for the big games. And so I think it's about going out there and enjoying ourselves. And the only way we can enjoy ourselves is playing well. And I think that's our overall goal. I think when we have fun, I think we have a good result.
Hey, Kellyn, you just talked earlier about the midfield. There's one player, Ricky Booch, that everybody's talking about. He's shown his eliteness in the midfield. You're probably one of those players that you're going to face up against him. What's the plan on potentially containing him or limiting what he can do in that midfield?
Yeah, I mean, with good players with time and space, they can exploit teams. So it's about making the game uncomfortable for him. I mean, you got to be touch tight. I mean, can't let him pick out passes because we've seen his quality this season where when he has time and space, he's able to connect with his other teammates, get in front of the goal, score some goals, and be a threat for them. So I think for us is to, be aggressive towards him, be intense, and make him put his head down and force turnovers and giveaways.